What's up, Marvel fans? Welcome back to the M.I.B. Master Museum. I'll be your curator today. Guys, we're done playing around. We have enlisted the services of the brutal, the ruthless, the Punisher. And this comes all the way from 2006, a Marvel Signature Series exclusive. Super cool. Let's bring this guy down a little bit here. Another Signature Series, Marvel Signature Series figure that was simply on my wish list for a while now. And we had to make sure with anything, guys, that the condition was M.I.B. And as you can see, the box is in pristine condition, C10 museum quality. And I was taking a chance. I purchased this figure from Amazon. So I don't do a lot of business on Amazon because they don't have a lot of photos. So, but because eBay wasn't really carrying this guy in the condition that I wanted him in, you know, I had to go elsewhere and really roll the dice, if you will. And that's what we did with this figure. And we came out fantastic. This Marvel Signature Series has so many fun and awesome figures, Marvel characters in its line that, we've just been going crazy with our purchase orders. But this is one of our biggest pickups right here. This is a Hasbro release from 2006, and they did a fantastic job on this figure. The outfit, uniform, and behind you, behind this figure, you can see issue 129 of the Amazing Spider-Man. And that is the first issue where the Punisher was introduced. And I've heard a few collectors solely go after this particular figure set just for the 129 issue of Amazing Spider-Man. They just wanted the reproduction comic book. And which is it's just an added twist of excellence to this set. As you can see, let's put him back up here. And for most of our comic book enthusiasts and comic book collectors really know the story of Frank Castle. Family gunned down by gangsters, and Frank Castle becomes the iconic now and legendary Punisher with this iconic symbol on his chest. You wouldn't want to meet this guy in a dark alley. Beautifully done. Like I said, Hasbro did a phenomenal job. You can see he's got his, I'm going to say this is an assault rifle, rocket launchers, everything, you name it. Gung-ho grip hands, beautifully done. Just a true classic. And we are just thrilled to death to have this beautiful, beautiful Punisher figure in our collection. And get you some close-ups. I'm gonna bring them back down. Guys, if you're just joining us, welcome to the M.I.B. Master Museum channel. Hanging out in our museum, and we are hanging out with the Punisher. This figure is very sought after, very difficult to find. It took me about 3 weeks to locate him, and I say 3 weeks primarily because of condition issues. I mean, there were a few on eBay, but the box was badly beaten up. At one point, there was a box with no comic book in the back of it, so the figure had been taken out and placed back in, and so we spent about a good 3 weeks hunting down our Punisher because we wanted him in pristine condition. This is a museum artifact now, and this is where our Punisher will spend the remaining time here at our museum to be on display for visitors to see. Beautiful boots. See, he got his feet going the same way. I got another figure that they did that too. And I know some people say, well, take it out and we want to see the comic book. And, hey, I'm sure somebody's done that. Like I said, I have a few collector buddies that bought the figure, not for the figure, but for the issue 129 comic book, Amazing Spider-Man comic book, with the first appearance of the Punisher. And this is just a beautiful touch by Hasbro and Marvel to add the comic books. And there's a few more signature series comic books out. Figure sets out there with that. Guys, what do you think about our Punisher? Do you have this guy? Are you looking for this guy? A fantastic find. Beautifully made. Just an awesome, awesome figure. And like I said, we are so excited to have this figure in our museum collection. Let's get you some side shots here. Get you a blown out look here of the box. And there's the Punisher in all of his glory. Punisher was one of my favorite characters. He fought everybody from Daredevil to Spider-Man, and there's a blown out look of the box. Beautiful, beautiful, beautifully done. Just a gorgeous figure. And I highly recommend any collector to add this beautiful Punisher figure to their collection. And here's the issue 129, The Amazing Spider-Man. Look what it cost back then. 20 cents. Punisher. There's another iconic Daredevil comic book where Daredevil is facing off with the Punisher, and on the front cover you have the Punisher gunning down the Daredevil, and we know that's not, that actually was inside the comic book is more of a tranquilizer dart, but on the front cover, the cover alone made you want to buy the book because, oh God, the Punisher has just, killed the murdered Daredevil. Here's the backstory on Frank Castle. You want to pause your video, you could check that out. Let's get you a year. 2006. Like I said, the signature series, I am hooked on these signature series Marvel characters, superheroes. And once again, that's just the dynamics and design of the box itself is just so awesome. Get you some close-ups. The collectors love the close-ups. Just a gorgeous, gorgeous figure. You see he's got his white utility belt on. White gloves. Like I said, when I was a kid, I read my first Punisher comic book, and I believe it was that Daredevil comic book. And I said, "Oh my God, this is fantastic! A superhero once again with not too many super abilities outside of the fact that he is just a phenomenal, conditioned, world-class athlete, and his combat skills are practically second to none, and his knowledge of weapons is second to none. So, but for the most part, here is somebody that on a vigilante type level that was extracting justice for the weak and the people that couldn't defend themselves. And there was even a episode where the Punisher had was in a sense losing his mind, and I mean was killing people for crazy reasons. This one guy was littering, and the Punisher shot him. So I don't know which comic book or which issue that was, but I said, "Oh my goodness." But just a beautiful, beautiful, gorgeous figure. And we want to thank you guys for hanging out with us today to watch this video and this review of the iconic Punisher Marvel Signature Series figure. Guys, I told you we had a fun week, and we wanted to start the week off with the Punisher. We wanted to kick things off with a bang. Literally. Guys, you know the routine. God bless. And keep collecting.